Mates, if you have ever tried to write a simple script for collecting website data, you probably know how quickly it turns into a problem. At first, everything looks fine, but then CAPTCHAs appear, IPs get banned, and the website simply stops giving you access. I am Daniel, and in this video, we are looking at 3 of the best tools for web scraping and automation: gologin, Appify, and Browsact. We'll compare different approaches, from simple cloud scraping to visual automation and professional anti-detect technology. The goal is practical, to show which tool works for basic tasks and which one becomes necessary when websites start detecting your automation. By the way, guys, check the links in the description after watching this video. Gologin gives you 2 GB of free proxies and a 40% discount, so you can test a more serious scraping setup yourself. Let's get into it. Now, my friends, let's quickly understand why classic VPNs and basic scripts are not enough anymore, and why anti-detect technology changes the game. Fingerprint checkers like iFeed.com will often show you something like this when a regular VPN is used to bypass website restrictions. Your IP may be different, but your digital fingerprint can still look unreliable. The reason is simple. A VPN usually changes only your network location, but modern protection systems analyze much more than that. They look at your browser version, language, device settings, hardware signals, time zone, WebRTC, and other small details. And if even one part does not match the rest of the profile, automation can get blocked very quickly. Folks, that is why a scraping script may work once, then suddenly run into CAPTCHAs, access limits, or full blocks. So the real problem is not only access, it is trust. The website needs to see a session that looks like a normal user, not a mismatched setup created only for automation. This is where modern anti-detect browsers become important. Instead of only changing the IP address, they help control the full browser identity. And with that in mind, let's move into the comparison and see how these 3 best tools for web scraping and automation perform when websites start detecting automation. Guys, gologin is the first tool in this comparison, and here we can see what anti-detect technology looks like in practice. Instead of working from one regular browser, we create separate browser profiles that behave like independent browsing environments. Each profile can have its own fingerprint, proxy setup, and session data. So if you are running scraping, market research, or account-based workflows, you do not have to mix everything inside one exposed browser. Now I launch one of these profiles from the dashboard. Gologin opens the browser, and I run the same iFeed.com fingerprint check inside this profile. This is the part I personally like to check first, because if the browser identity looks suspicious, the whole automation starts from a weak position. Mates, let's wait for the test to finish. And here we get a clean result. The session looks trustworthy, which is exactly what we need before running any serious scraping or automation. That means our script is not starting from a suspicious environment. It can work inside a browser profile that looks more natural to websites, so we reduce the risk of constant CAPTCHAs and blocks. And this is where gologin becomes more interesting for me. I do not only want a protected browser that I open manually, I want that same protected profile to become the environment where the automation actually runs. For that, folks, I'm connecting the platform with Cursor and Playwright. Instead of writing all the code manually, I use the built-in AI agent in Cursor. For me, this is a much more practical workflow because I can focus on the goal instead of building every technical part from zero. The key point is that the script does not launch a fake automation browser from scratch. It connects to an existing gologin profile through a remote control port. So Playwright performs the actions inside the Orbit browser, where the fingerprint is already protected. Friends, now the script needs 2 things: the gologin API token and the profile ID. I copy the key from the API section, including the API in MCP area, and add it to the script together with the profile ID. Then I run the script from the Cursor terminal. The browser opens, connects to the selected profile, and starts loading the target page. The automation works through the protected session instead of exposing a raw bot environment. As you can see, there are no verification windows or CAPTCHAs in this test. The script reaches dynamic content that simple parsers often fail to access. For a real scraping workflow, that stability matters much more than just making the script run once. Mates, at the end, the script saves a screenshot into the project. Here we can see the result file with the fully loaded page and the text data we needed. So in practice, we have a more professional scraping setup running through a trusted browser profile. It still gives us automation, but it does not look like a basic script hitting the site from a suspicious browser. Folks, that is one of the reasons Gologin is often mentioned among the best tools for web scraping and automation, especially for projects that need a more reliable browser identity. And one more detail I found genuinely helpful is the gologin AI assistant. For example, I was not sure where to find the profile ID, so I asked the assistant and got a clear answer. That saved me from digging through menus and made the setup feel much less intimidating. Guys, before we move on, I try to make my content fun instead of boring. And in return, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content I make. Now let's move to the second tool, Appify. Among the best tools for web scraping and automation, this one focuses the most on cloud execution and ready-made scraping workflows. You don't need to set up your own infrastructure or write a complex scraper from scratch. Instead, you can open the Actors section and choose from many ready-made cloud templates. And this is what makes Appify easy to understand right away. The platform already has a large library of actors, so you are not starting from an empty workspace. You can search for a template that matches the type of data you want to collect. Folks, these actors can help collect public data from maps, online catalogs, websites, and other structured sources. So if your task is simple and the target website is open, this tool can save a lot of time. Let's look at a basic example. I choose a ready template for collecting metadata, add the basic search settings, and run it directly on Appify's servers. In this case, the process is not about building a scraper line by line. You choose the actor, fill in the required fields, and let the platform handle the execution in the cloud. That is why it feels beginner-friendly. Mates, this is the part beginners will probably like most. You don't have to manage a server, configure a browser, or build every step manually. You set the input, run the actor, and wait for the result. After a few minutes, the tool collects the site structure and gives us the output in a table. That makes the data much easier to review, export, or use later. So for quick public data tasks, Appify is a very solid option. If you need a fast dataset from a simple source, it can be much easier than coding everything yourself. I also like that the result is already organized. You get structured data that can be used for research, lead lists, content analysis, or a simple business database. But here is the important limitation, my friends. Appify works best when the website is not heavily protected and the workflow is not too sensitive. Once you scale the task, the cost can also grow quickly. Another issue appears when the site requires login or uses stronger bot detection. In those cases, a ready cloud actor may not have enough control over fingerprinting and account behavior. So my take is this: Appify is great for simple scraping, fast research, and public data collection. But when you need stable browser identity or multi-account work, it starts to feel limited. Next, guys, let's look at BrowseAct. Unlike the other best tools for web scraping and automation in 2026 that we covered, this one puts most of its focus on visual browser automation. Instead of only running a scraper in the cloud, BrowseAct lets you automate actions through a more visual workflow. That makes it easier for people who don't want to write code. Here I'm opening the marketplace, where you can find ready automation templates. For example, these can help collect comments, analyze product cards, or automate simple browser tasks. Folks, this is useful when your task is repetitive, but not complicated enough to justify writing a custom script. You can start with a template and adjust the workflow for the page you are working on. Folks, the main feature here is the AI Workflow Builder. It lets you create automation by showing the system what should happen on the page. You can work with actions like clicks, hover events, text input, scrolling, waiting, and pagination. Basically, you build the steps visually, and the AI helps turn them into a repeatable workflow. What I like here is that the actions feel very close to what you would normally do by hand. You can tell the system which button to click, where to type, when to scroll, and when to wait for the page. That's useful if you already know what actions need to happen. For example, maybe you need to open a page, click through product cards, collect visible text, and move to the next page. Guys, for this kind of task, Browse-Act can save hours of manual work. You can use preset data, start from templates, and create tasks without writing a full script. So mates, I would describe Browse-Act as a good no-code automation tool for routine browser work. It is especially useful when the website layout is simple and predictable. But just like with Appify, there is a limitation. Visual macros work best on simpler static pages. If the website loads content dynamically or changes its structure often, the automation can break. And if the website has modern anti-bot protection, artificial clicks can still be detected. Without deeper fingerprint control, even a visual workflow can get stopped. So Browse-Act is useful for lightweight automation. But if the target site is protected, account-based, or unstable, you'll probably need stronger browser identity control. Alright, my friends, let's wrap up this comparison of 3 of the best tools for web scraping and automation. If you need to quickly collect information from open sources and do not want to code, cloud tools like Appify and Browse-Act can work really well. They save time on simple tasks and make basic data collection much easier. But if your goal is to build a stable professional system for regular scraping, the requirements change. You may need to work with multiple accounts, run advanced automation scripts, or access websites with stronger protection. And in that case, anti-detect technology becomes essential. Gologin gives you much more control over your browser identity, so your automation does not depend only on a changed IP address. So in the end, the choice is yours. It depends on the workflow you want to build, how often you need to collect data, and how much control you need over the browser environment. The main thing is to choose a setup that fits the task, rather than forcing a single tool to do everything. Guys, try Gologin for free through the link in the description. You will also get 2 GB of proxies and a 40% discount on professional plans. As usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, until next time.